I currently live in Poland, so today let's talk about Polish leasing. Not how to get it, but who it actually helps and when it quietly becomes a trap. And I think this information will actually surprise you, because from all the marketing around us, most people only hear one thing. You can get your dream car in 24 hours. Everyone helps you get leasing, but what happens if one day you cannot pay? So today let's talk not about how to get leasing, but who it is really good for and when it becomes a trap of the Polish system. So what is leasing and how is it different from a loan? A loan is simple. The bank gives you money, you buy the car, and the car becomes yours immediately. With leasing, it works differently. Leasing is basically a long-term rent with the option to buy later. You pay the leasing company for the right to use the car, and the owner of the car is usually the leasing company until you pay the final amount, called wykup in Poland. Only after the last payment, it officially becomes yours. Why was leasing created? In Poland, leasing was originally made as a very smart tool for businesses. The idea was simple. Small companies could use expensive cars or equipment without paying huge money at once. Instead of spending everything immediately, you pay monthly, and many costs can be included as businesses' expenses to lower taxes. Sounds smart, right? But over time, leasing became something bigger. Marketing turned it into a lifestyle. Now people take cars, iPhones, MacBooks, not always because they need them for work, but because monthly payments make expensive things feel easy. How do people get leasing in Poland? And honestly, this is the scary part, because it's very easy. You usually don't even go to a bank, you go to a car salon, a spot media market, or even just a website. There is a button, take it in leasing, then a manager sends your application to leasing companies like PKO Leasing, Santander Leasing. If you have a small business in Poland, sometimes they only ask you for your ID and your NIP number. No huge paperwork, no long interviews. Sometimes approval comes in 15 minutes. You pay the first payment and leave with the car or the MacBook the same day. And this is exactly why so many people love leasing. Why do banks and leasing companies love 0% leasing? Because even 0% is still business. A lot of people think, if there is no interest, where is the profit? But leasing companies earn money in different ways. Seller commissions. Stores often give part of their profit to leasing companies. Because without leasing, many people simply wouldn't buy expensive products right now. Late payment penalties. This is where things get serious. Leasing companies know people forget things. People get busy, people have bad months, and even one late payment can create extra fees. In Poland, reminders and penalty notices can cost around 50-150 zlotys. And if someone stops paying for longer, that's where a real problem begins. What happens if you stop paying? This is the part nobody talks about in advertisement. If you miss payments for a couple of months, the leasing company can end the contract. And remember, the car is not officially yours. The company can take it back, sell it, and sometimes you still have debt left after that, even if you already paid a lot before. That's why leasing feels amazing in good times, but very stressful during financial problems. Another important thing, what happens after an accident. This surprises many people. If the car is destroyed or stolen, the leasing contract usually closes immediately. Insurance money goes to the leasing company, because legally they are the owner, and if the insurance payment is not enough, you may still need to pay extra money yourself, especially if you didn't have GAP insurance. So why is leasing so popular in Poland? Because it helps move the economy fast. The government wants businesses to spend money, buy new equipment, newer cars, and keep the market moving. And honestly, Poland made leasing extremely accessible. That's why so many people use it. So is leasing good or bad? Honestly, neither. Leasing is not evil, and it's not a scam. For many people in Poland, it is actually very useful. Especially if you have stable income, you really need the car and equipment for work, and you clearly understand your monthly costs. For small businesses, even saving a few $100s on taxes can help a lot. But problems start when people take leasing not because they truly need it, but because marketing sold them a better lifestyle. And I think this is the most interesting part, because leasing is not free money. It's simply a financial tool, and financial tools work well only when people understand the risks too. And honestly, this is why I wanted to make this video, because I think this topic shows something much bigger, that people today are often buying comfort first and thinking about consequences later. You can agree with me or maybe completely disagree, but I really wanted to share this perspective with you. Everything we can buy too easily, especially in finance, usually comes with consequences, because if almost everyone can get it fast, someone is making money from the fact that most people don't look deeper.